Welcome to a special edition of You're Still Doing That. Today we are talking about the hottest and most legendary event in Lee County history. Today's episode is all about the Lee County Library's PopCon 2023, which is this Saturday, August 19th. Cue the action hero music. With me today is
Beth List. I'm the library director of the Lee County Libraries.
And Jeremy Mullins, I am the circulation supervisor.
If you guys could pick theme music for the PopCon, what music would you choose?
Superman's?
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum,
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, sing it and I'll play it right over the top of it too. I love Superman. Beth, what kind of music would you put for the PopCon?
Oh, goodness. There's a lot of choices because there's a lot of stuff going on. But I have been a little obsessive about Viking music right now. So I've been playing Valhalla Calling for the staff in the mornings to get them ready for the Viking experience that's coming.
All right, cue the Vikings. So let's talk about the PopCon. What is a PopCon? For those that might listen, they have no idea what one is.
The PopCon is a mixture of pop culture versus Renaissance fair. So on the outside, it's more like a Renaissance fair. And as you travel through the entryway of the library, you're going through a time warp and you come into more of a sci-fi region. So the reason why we have the PopCon is because we want to inspire current and future artists by showcasing people who have pursued their talents and love what they do.
Can you bring your family to the PopCon?
Yes, it's extremely family-oriented.
Oh, right. Yeah. And I was here last year. Yeah, bring everybody in your family. How did you guys start a PopCon? How did that idea come about?
So in 2018, Hugger Mugger actually started, they wanted to pull together a Comic-Con type event downtown called the Phenomicon.
Yep, I remember.
And it was in October, and it was a disgustingly dreary day. So downtown didn't see a lot of action, but we partnered with them, and the library was packed. So we thought it was a fantastic idea, and Tim from Hugger Mugger gave us his blessing, and we said, well, you know what, we're going to take this and turn it into an event that culminates our summer reading activity in August, which is why it is now the third Saturday of August. And it's blossomed from there.
What kind of unique demonstrations can we expect to see at PopCon?
So bringing back from last year, Sword Circle will be with us with sword demonstrations and archery.
Yeah, they were crazy last year. I remember.
Yeah, they were very fun to watch.
And the Knights of the Fiat Lux will have a full, I'm not sure what they call them, but a full gaggle of knights.
I'm sure it's exactly what knights call themselves.
They'll correct me, I'm sure, but there'll be about 13 of them this year, and they're going to be doing sword fighting demonstrations. Two during the day. I did not know this. You can edit this out if you want to. They have to let their equipment cool down between fights. So we had to be very strategic because it's going to be in the 90s. It's
going to be warm, yeah.
Yeah.
Metal gets hot.
They'll have a show at 11 and at 3, and then they'll be doing their entertaining banter and demonstrations of other things between those times.
Medieval swearing. I can't wait to hear that.
Which is really cool, too, because if you drive by the library and all of a sudden you see a bunch of knights out in the front lawn fighting and stuff, it definitely becomes a head-turner situation.
Yeah.
Well, when I came last year, I just thought, it's the library. It's going to have a couple little... It's going to be what stuff there, but man, it was slammed. It was full out PopCon, no holds barred. I mean, it's people everywhere. You guys definitely did a phenomenal job last year. So I'm really excited about this year.
Well, out front, this year we brought in the Viking experience. So they're going to be new this year. So they'll have a tent sandwiched between Sword Circle and the Knights of the Fiat Lux out front. And they'll be doing immersive experiences, have games and such that they'll be able to do demonstrations about the Viking experience.
Oh, I love that. Last year, my wife was able to get a picture with a raven, I think.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Claw's Rescue will be here again, and they'll have birds of prey with them.
And there was people making like a traditional medieval-y type of stuff or demonstrations of that.
So the blacksmith unfortunately had to give his regrets this past weekend.
Yeah.
We just found out. So he won't be with us. But we will have Thunder and Spiceback. They're the Celtic musician group. And
Yes.
they
Oh,
will be
yeah.
doing
Very
performances.
talented.
The
Yes.
Bards.
Very, very
Yes.
Yes.
That was really great. That was
And
really
they put
great.
on such a great show too. It's very entertaining to listen to them and watch their performance.
Yeah. Now, are there things for kids to do?
Yes. Yes, my Pinata lady is going to be here with her bouncy house again this year, the Castle
Right.
Bouncy House. We've moved that toward the back of the library this time, and we'll have some library crafts going on in the back outside, and then we'll have story time and crafts inside the children's department within the library.
Wonderful. Now, do you need to bring any money? Are there things to buy at the PopCon?
Absolutely not. Well, you can bring money to purchase things, but the event itself is absolutely free. Free for all family and friends and everybody.
What kind of vendors are at the PopCon?
So we have over 40 vendors coming this year, and there's going to be jewelry, gems, clay, glass-blown items. My fairy hair lady is going to be here, or that fairy hair lady is going to be here. There's, crochet, Craft 3D is going to be here with their 3D creations.
I know you're going to have some action figures for sale.
Yes,
my
we
friend Keith
have-
Davis is going to be here selling G.I. Joes and Transformers and all kinds of that stuff.
Yeah,
I
Funko
need some
Pops,
G.I. Joes.
authors.
Yeah. He's got a lot of G.I.
I
Joes.
need G.I. Joes.
He's
Really
got a slew
don't
of
need any
them.
more toys.
From
Yeah,
our
did you hear that,
previous
Keith?
episode.
May bring extra GI Joes for Jeremy. He can hook you up. Now, a lot of times at pop cons, people go because they want to meet celebrities that are in pop culture field. Is there anybody that's going to be at the Lee County Library's pop con like that?
So everybody's famous in their own way.
That's right. I love it.
Absolutely.
But we did not have a huge draw to the interviews last year. So we decided to take that money, because it does cost money to bring those folks
Yes,
in,
it sure does.
and turn it around and put it back into the con for people to enjoy things throughout the day. So we're actually going to be doing mini interviews during the morning on the main stage, which will be out in the main part of the library. We're going to do interview with a knight, and you can ask direct questions for someone who actually performs as a knight, as a profession. We're going to have an interview with a puppeteer. So Sherilyn Lambeth, she actually worked with Jim Henson.
Wow.
So she'll be here, and we're going to do an interview with a cosplayer. So May Hemmer, who is a professional cosplayer and costume designer, will be here to answer questions. And then we'll have an interview with a Viking. So one of the Vikings from the Viking Experience will be out there to answer questions and show the audience what they do.
Odin's beard, that sounds good. Now, one great thing about cons is the cosplay that goes around. People dress up in costumes of their favorite pop culture characters from any generation or any kind of genre. People dress up as absolutely everything. And a lot of times folks have a contest for that to see who's the best dressed. Do we have a cosplay contest?
We absolutely do. And you can actually get the application for the contest on our website. And you can also get it at the library the day of the event. But all applications do have to be turned in by 12 p.m. And the contest will be at 2 p.m. on the inside of the library.
Yeah, well, you guys had a great lineup of cosplayers last year. Now, is there divisions in the contest, like a kid section or an adult section, or is it just everybody together?
There are 3 levels. There's the children's, which is newborn up to 12 years old, and then a teens category, and then an adults category. And then for each one of those age groups, we have the novice category, and then we have a master's category.
Right.
So we are giving some trophies away.
Yeah, because there are some casual cosplayers, and then there are some hardcore legendary cosplayers, as I found out. There are some folks that take it very seriously.
And we do encourage everyone to come in a costume if they want. You don't have to be in the contest if you don't want to be, but we do encourage it because a couple years ago we actually had this little girl who came in dressed as Cruella de Vil. And she wasn't really sure she wanted to get into the contest, and she did, and she actually did win for her category. I can't remember if it was novice or master, but it was just very cute to see the excitement on her face when we called out her name and brought her up to the front.
Oh, but that was awesome. The contest last year was really, really great. Now, what are the hours of PopCon? When does it start and when does it end?
So the library is open on Saturday from 9 to 5, but the actual PopCon will be running from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
10 to 4 for the PopCon. Is there food at the PopCon?
Yes.
Yeah, we have 6 food trucks coming this year, correct?
Yes. Safari Eats, which is Kenyan barbecue, Crispy Gyoza, which is dumplings,
That sounds good.
Hollywood Taco Shop, which will have a variety of tacos
Yeah.
and treats, and Sunshine Slushies, ice cream slushies, and lots of sweet treats. Pop Pierogies, which is a focus on pierogies and kielbasa. And then D&D and J Kettle Corn will be here with kettle corn and lemonade.
Ooh, that's kind of authentic for Renaissance. I bet they had lemonade in those time periods.
I would
I
hope.
hope so. Yeah, if they could get lemons.
And let's face it, too, having the popcorn wafting across the open outside just
Yeah.
makes everybody so hungry, and you're like, popcorn.
Is there any place that's selling mead?
Yes. So we did get approval to have alcohol sales on site. It's bottles purchase only.
Yeah.
And less than half-ounce samples if you want to taste test before you buy. Starlight Mead will be here, and James Creek Cider House will be here with their hard cider.
Nice. I do remember last year there was somebody that was selling sort of authentic Renaissance fair style of bottled stuff. I thought that was really neat. Now, if you're coming up to the PopCon, where's the best place to park?
Wherever you can find a spot.
Yes.
Downtown parking is free. There's a map actually on our website to give you some ideas before you come. Check it out. But yes, it does get full very quickly. You can park on the sides of the streets. Just be mindful of obeying traffic law.
Yeah, I'll tell you from personal experience. My wife was helping out with the PopCon last year, and I got here about 12 or so, and I had never seen so many cars just all over the place. You couldn't get near the library. There were so many cars all up and down the road. So, yeah, get here early and prepared to just park a little ways away from the library and walk on in.
Yeah, the church next door, their lower parking lot will be open. It gets filled very, very quickly, and we will have some handicap parking up on the top lot, but that will be monitored by a staff member the whole day. So you must have a pass.
Yeah. So, be prepared to park a little ways off from the library and walk on in. Now, how many people do you expect at the PopCon?
It has grown every year. Last year, the estimates is we were at about 2,500 people.
Yeah,
So
it was a
I'm
lot of
gonna
people.
Gauge that will be there or higher this year.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for 3,000 plus because I really want to see this thing just continue to get much, much larger.
Yeah, it was immensely large. When I was super impressed with everything outside and the food trucks and the vendors outside. I'm really excited for this year too when it pops up.
You know, one of the good things we would look at too with the vendor applications is we try not to have too many of the same thing or anything that is, mass marketed. We try not to bring those in. So you really do have a lot of individual sellers who have handcrafted items or items that are more specifically geared to this type of event.
All right, Beth and Jeremy, what are you personally most excited to see or do at the PopCon?
You want to go first?
Sure. I am extremely excited about bringing the gamers in. I feel that there is a huge demand for gaming locations in Sanford, and we have teamed up with Ravenforge Games and with LBL Gaming. So we're going to have both tabletop and an arcade gaming going on. And they're actually, the gamers this year are going to be taking over this auditorium. So they'll have a much larger space. And anybody can come in, whether they know how to play or not. And the staff is coming, their volunteers are coming to show people how to play. And I think it's just a really great community event for people to get together and learn something new or find their people.
Right, that's right. Find their people, especially.
And my favorite part of that last comment from her was that the arcade that we're going to have here. So if you were a kid of the 70s and 80s and loved to go play video games at the arcade, this is your flashback chance.
Yeah. I'll be looking for Dig Dug. That was my favorite game as a kid. Let's remind everybody about the when and where of the PopCon. It is, so when is it again?
August 19th at 107 Hawkins Avenue, Sanford. And the event is from 10 to 4. The library will be open from 9 to 5. And we do encourage you to stop by.
Yeah, and how much does it cost to get in?
Absolutely free to get in.
Right.
Free.
But do bring some money because there will be plenty of vendors and food trucks for you guys to browse around and partake in.
Yeah, great opportunity to support local.
Very good opportunity to support local. There'll be everybody here will be local small business. And like Beth said before, or maybe it was Jeremy, but you can find your people.
Yep.
There are be lots of niches here on Saturday, and you can definitely find yours for sure. Now, it takes a lot of people to put an event on this big. So Beth and Jeremy, besides you two, I know there's some other people we can thank for having such a great event here in Sanford. Who else helps out to make sure this thing gets going?
Well, every single staff member that works for the library is required to work that day. So they are all, definitely the entire library team pulls this off. We have several volunteers that come in that help us out. We have some local government officials that will be coming in helping us out. And we were sponsored by Visit Sanford, the Sanford Tourism Board. They gave us a generous sponsorship to have this event, along with the Lee County government and the Friends of the Lee County Libraries.
And if people want to find out more information about the PopCon this weekend, where can they go to find that?
Library.leecountync.gov is our website, and we are also on social media platforms, especially Facebook. So you can find us on there and see more information on both of those places and gain the application for the cosplay and the map for the parking and a list of vendors.
And before we wrap it all up, what famous automobiles can people expect to see?
We're going to have the Ectomobile that has been here in the past couple of years, and also the Spirits of Sanford hearse will be here. So if you're interested in seeing that, definitely get a chance to walk around both of those cars and take pictures.
Right. This is your chance to get in a hearse and actually remember it. That's what I would want to do. So, all right, Jeremy, how important is it for people to come out this Saturday?
Well, if you've missed our last couple of years or few years we've done this event and you've heard about it afterward, now is your warning bell that it's coming up next weekend, Saturday, August 19th. So come on out. You won't regret it. It's a lot of fun. It's free. It's family friendly, and you will have a superb time here.
Yeah, come on out. It's a blast. I would have regretted it had I not shown up last year. It was way more than I expected, and I was just wowed everywhere I walked around. So bring your family, bring your money, and bring a costume if you want to. Come on out to the Lee County Library on August 19th from 10 to 4 and stay the day and embrace the wonderful PopCon family atmosphere. See you guys on Saturday.
See you then.
Thank you.